Hi, it's Lynn from Wings Photography. A question I get asked quite a lot is, when can I book in for my newborn session? The answer to this is as soon after your 20-week scan as possible. Then I get asked, well, why do I have to wait until after my 20-week scan? Why can't I book in before? There's a simple reason for this. Your 20-week scan, which we like to think of as the gender scan, we get to find out whether we're having a little boy or a little girl, is actually an abnormality scan. So this is where the person who's scanning you is actually looking for anything wrong with your baby. So for this reason, I like to wait until after you've had this scan and you've been given the all clear. If you were to book in before your 20-week scan and then God forbid you found out there was something wrong with your baby, the last thing you'd want to do is cancel your newborn session. You'd have far too much on your mind. So for this reason, I like to leave it until after you've had that 20-week scan. The next question I get asked by parents then is, well, how do you book in somebody for a newborn shoot? You don't actually know when the baby's going to arrive. And this is very true. Unless you've got an elected cesarean, you don't really know when baby's going to arrive. Some arrive early, some arrive late. So what happens is I get your due date and I block out 2 weeks either side in my diary. So we've got 2 weeks either side of your due date. So if your baby comes early, you've got a date. If baby comes late, you've got a date. So you're always guaranteed to get baby in as soon as possible after you let me know that baby's arrived. If you left it until baby had arrived and you hadn't booked in your session, I might not be able to get you in under the 14 days, which is the required age for newborn sessions. Yes, I can photograph newborns up until 4 weeks, but the longer you leave it in photographing a baby, the harder it becomes. Babies now become wide awake and they're aware of their surroundings, and you get them all nice and tucked up and they suddenly go, oh, but I've got all this room now, I want my arm out here, or I want my arm out here, and they don't want to stay tucked up anymore. Where the sooner you can get them in, the nicer the poses are and the easier it is. So this is the reason I like to get babies booked in before they're actually here. If you've got any questions, please feel free to ask. You can email me on lynn@wingsphotography.co.uk or drop me a PM.